So one could argue, and not even facetiously, that if you had to say there was one man who kind of ruled Hollywood, it may not be Bob Iger, may not be David Zaslav, it might actually be James Cameron. And his resume, it's hard to argue against that, at least in a metaphorical sort of way. Because when you look at the chart of the biggest movies of all time, the biggest films in the history of Hollywood, 3 of the top 4 highest grossing films in history were made by one man. That's James Cameron. With Avatar 1, Avatar 2, and that little boat movie, Titanic. I mean, nobody has the try. When it comes to box office success, nobody holds a candle to James Cameron. 3 of the top 4 films of all time. Well, listen, so he's just finished shooting Avatar 3. So the principal photography of Avatar 3 is done now. They're in the midst of the long process of post-production. And you'd think that he'd be focused now, considering we had to wait 67 years between Avatar 1 and 2. You think this good Canadian kid, James Cameron, would be kind of focused on Avatar 4 right now. But his attention seems to be divided. For one thing, he's been talking about doing a movie about Hiroshima and the bomb at Hiroshima as a passion project between 3 and 4. But also now we find out he's actually been writing a script for a new Terminator movie. Now, if that sounds familiar, it's because if you go back to 2022, James Cameron was on, what's it called? The Smartless podcast, right?
Yeah.
And that's the one with
Jason Bateman, and it also has
the voice of the Lego Batman. Yeah, It's a great podcast, by the way. It's really, really good. But back in 2022, this kind of came. It says, that will all change with Terminator 7, though, as Cameron says that the new movie will be more about the AI. As he told the Smartless podcast in 2022, if I were to do another Terminator film and maybe try to launch that franchise again, I would make it much more about the AI side of it than bad robots gone crazy. Okay, so that's what he said back in 2022. Well, just recently, James Cameron was a speaker at a Dell Technologies conference. And the question kind of came up about the Terminator franchise, where this was reported by one of the attendees at the Dell conference. They tweeted this. So James Cameron just told the Dell Tech World crowd that he started writing a new Terminator movie 3 months ago, but wants to see how AI shakes out before he goes any further. Okay, so when I hear that, there's a couple of thoughts that I have running across my mind. One is, are you crazy? The Terminator franchise to me, and listen, if you were to ask me, John, are you a fan of Terminator? I would say yes. I mean, I haven't loved everything that's been in the Terminator franchise, but in general, I am a fan of Terminator, sure. I mean, who isn't to some degree? But the Terminator franchise is kind of dead in a way, or at least it's clinically dying. I mean, take a look at the last 3 movies that they've done with this franchise, right? So you go back to the good for you Terminator with Terminator Salvation. I mean, yeah, it made $371 million. Critics score 33%. And then you had, as the late great John Schnepp used to call, Terminator Genesis, which, had the Mother of Dragons in it and all this kind of stuff. And yeah, it made about Black Adam money, a little more than Black Adam money at $440 million. Not bad, I guess, but a 26 critic rating. And then you had a movie I liked. What was the name of the newest one? Terminator?
Dark Fate.
Dark Fate. Yeah, I liked Dark Fate. I didn't think it was great, but I liked that movie. And sure enough, the critic score reflects that too, 70%. Yeah, but nobody wanted to go see it. It only made $261 million. I mean, combine all 3 of those and you got what the next Deadpool movie might make by itself. It seems odd to me when what James Cameron should be doing. And listen, he is the most successful filmmaker of all time. Who the hell am I or any of us to tell James Cameron what he should or should not be doing? But for the sake of discussion, it seems like what he should be doing is putting more of his attention on the fish people on the blue planet with the green trees and the fishy fly. Is that the new Avatar title?
So. That's the green trees and the fishy fly.
That's the name of Avatar 3. Watch, that's the title that's coming.
It is land of green trees and fishy fly.
Fishy fly. So, yeah, now look, I am fascinated, though, by his aspect of AI. Now, some people read that quote about James Cameron at the Dell Tech World saying, I'm going to wait to see how AI develops. Some people interpret that as him saying, I want to see how AI comes along so I can just write my script with AI. But if you go back to his quote in 2022 on the Smartless podcast, what's clear is he wants to see how AI is going to develop because that's going to kind of color how he makes this movie. You know, Jonathan and I were talking before we started recording this video, and when you go back to Terminator, the concept of AI was as sci-fi a concept as lightsabers. But it isn't that way anymore. So if James Cameron wants to make a Terminator movie, he really wants to focus on the AI aspect of it, but it's no longer just science fiction. So he kind of wants to see, what is AI going to actually be like? What is AI in our real world going to be like? And then he kind of wants to base his story on that. However, apparently he's already written for 3 months. So I don't know. It's interesting. This video is sponsored by Helix Sleep. Their Memorial Day sale is running now, and it's a great time to upgrade your mattress. You can get 25% off your purchase for a limited time. Check out the Helix site for more details. Guys, Helix Sleep offers the best premium mattresses, custom fit to your needs, conveniently shipped right to your door. And in case you're not 100% sure which mattress is best for you, Helix Sleep's quiz matches you to the perfect mattress based on your body type and sleep preferences. Guys, you know Ann and I have had our Helix mattress for almost a year, and even when we go to Las Vegas and stay in these beautiful hotel rooms, we can't wait to get home to get a great night's sleep in our Helix mattress. The mattress comes rolled up in a box and is easy to set up, and there's even a 100-night sleep trial to test the mattress out to ensure that you love it. And good news, Helix is having a great Memorial Day sale that goes from May 15th to June 4th. Visit helixsleep.com/Campea to get 25% off your Helix mattress plus 2 free pillows during their Memorial Day sale, running now for a limited time. Question is for you guys. What do you think about this? James Cameron says he's been writing a new Terminator script for 3 months, wants to see how AI, but should he even be working on a Terminator movie at all? Like, isn't that franchise kind of in the rearview mirror? Or do you think it can have a glorious new future? On top of all that, do you even think it's something that should be done at this point? Or do you think he should be putting more of his attention on Avatar, considering we had to wait so long between Avatar 1 and Avatar 2? Whatever you guys think about that, jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks for checking out our video. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel and check out our daily podcast, the John Campea Show podcast, available on Spotify, Apple, and wherever you get your podcasts. And also, make sure you subscribe to our John Campea daily newsletter. You'll find the links down in the description of this video.